Deportiva y con swing.
Deportiva y con swing.
La factoría del deporte desde New York para ti. Es una máquina.
Es una máquina
Pensada para ti.
pensada para ti. Número uno en las redes, dale like y compartir.
Con informaciones importantes siempre frescas.
Y con entrevistas que te ponen de cabeza.
Lo mejor del deporte lo encontrarás aquí.
Búscale en las redes, dale like y compartir.
Suscríbete,
Ay sí,
infórmate.
ok. Dale a la campana para que te llegue.
Your dad was always welcome in the press box with us.
I'm sure you guys saw him in this when he made his rounds at the park, especially on game days where the team was winning. Same order, same outfit.
But always with a smile.
Always.
Sharon, can you hear us? And is your video working okay?
Let me try and ring my mom.
Okay. Hey everyone, if you're just joining us, we're just waiting a few more minutes here. If you need permission to record, please let me know. And I'll always make sure your microphone is muted and raise your hand if you have a question for Charlie or Sharon. We'll get started here in a few minutes. Everybody, we're just working through some technical difficulties. Again, if you could mute your microphone until we get started here, and when you ask a question, we are about to get started in a few minutes here. All right, Charlie, I see you, and I see your mom on here. See if we can get her.
Can you hear me, Sheila?
We can hear you, but it sounds a little like the audio is a little funky right now.
So Mom, maybe mute it. Maybe mute the meeting from your computer.
Okay. How's that?
It's still a little echoey.
So, or maybe just exit out of the meeting on your computer.
It could be that you have two windows open or two meetings open.
All right, I see you now, Sharon, and I muted, I think, what was your iPhone? So I think. How's that?
Okay.
That's great.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get us started here. I have the great honor today to host the media availability and welcome Sharon and Charlie Minoso on this momentous day as we celebrate the great news that Minnie is headed to Cooperstown. So we'll start with some questions here as always. Again, if you have a question, raise your hand and keep your mics muted until I call on you. And we'll start with Cheryl Ray.
Good morning and congratulations on Minnie's honor and your honor too. Can you tell me and us about the emotions, what it was like when you first heard the news and what you all did after that?
Well, when we got the call from the Hall of Fame, we recognized the number and were very excited. They were so congratulatory and just honestly very happy. It was bittersweet and exciting at the same time.
What does it mean to you, the support the White Sox gave you with the way that they were helping the cause to get Minnie into the Hall of Fame?
They've always been just wonderful with Minnie and the Minoso family. They were just so instrumental and so supportive in all of the times he has been up for the Hall of Fame. And I think it's as much as the Minoso family and Minnie's as the White Sox honor also. Because go ahead.
I'm sorry, how about you, Charlie?
I would say the same. I think that Dad is as Mr. White Sox. I mean, it's fitting to say that the organization is family, and as my mom said, their support's been instrumental just in terms of the emotional support, in addition to raising awareness of Dad's contributions in their entirety. So I would say that it means a great deal that all of this means a great deal, and it's even better that this came to fruition. Again, we just wish that Dad were here to enjoy.
Thank you.
Bruce?
Congratulations, Sharon and Charlie and your extended family.
Thank you.
So wonderful recognition, too long in the making for sure. I'll ask both of you, and Sharon first, please. What would Minnie have said when he heard the news, both on and off the record?
I think he would have been surprised and honored. Minnie was very humble when it came to something like this. And honestly, I know Minnie would have cried. He was a sentimental guy and very humble, and never felt he deserved special recognitions. And as Charlie and I did, it was tears of joy.
Charlie?
I think when my dad would have heard the news, the immediate phrase he probably would have said would be, "Ay Dios mío, holy shishos." And just, I'm sure that he would have just said, "Thank you, my friend. Thank you for this news." Again, he was he was a humble guy from a ranch in Cuba, and he went on to accomplish some amazing things. And we're just very grateful for his legacy to live on and for his contributions to continue to.
Sharon, what were his thoughts, having not gotten in and having been close a few times? What were his thoughts during those times?
He truthfully, he took it very well, and he was so close a number of times. It was kind of like, well, you know what, they must not have thought it was my turn, and which was very admirable of him. He never had bad feelings. He never felt he was shorted. It was just, it wasn't my turn, or they didn't think I deserved it at the time. But I'm sure he would have been happy this time around.
Congrats to both of you and your family.
Thank you.
Maddie Lee?
Yeah, congratulations to you both. I think a question for both of you, kind of building off of Bruce's question. Having gone through with Minnie, him being on the ballot and not getting in before, how did that affect the emotions this time around getting that news?
We've happened to do this a couple of times, and we've had different scenarios, whether we've taken the call at home or at the ballpark. It was a little nerve-wracking waiting for the time, because they gave a specific time when they would be calling, and if they didn't call, then it meant it was a negative. But it was similar in many regards, and I chose to take the call from home because that's where we have done it before. So in kind of the same spots that we've done this before, hoping this time was a charm, so which it was.
Would you mind repeating the question? My internet cut out.
Yeah, no problem. Just having been through with your dad, him being on the ballot and not getting in before, how did that affect the emotions this time around?
I feel like throughout the whole process, we've been very cautiously optimistic. It's the best way to describe it, because each time that Dad has been up, and for whatever reason, as Mom said, it wasn't his time, or it wasn't his moment. We just, it definitely impacted the emotions, because, to some level, it's, recognizing that his contributions are, we feel worthy of Cooperstown, but, we might be a tad biased. However, this time was just a bit different, I think, because it was the first time for us to go through the motions without him, and still trying to process exactly what this means, and how we can honor Dad and in this way with him not being physically with us, but still present, just in a different form.
James?
Congrats again to you both. Just what was the outpouring like yesterday as far as, friends of his, former teammates? Who did you hear from? I'm sure it was a wave.
The immediate Sox staff that many work with very closely and that have been like family. Jerry Reinsdorf and Ron Kittle and a lot of our longtime friends. And between Facebook and text, it's been an outpouring of support and congratulations, which has been bittersweet and emotional, and saying it does bring back my emotions are, I miss him so much, as Charlie has said, especially today, wishing he was here to get this honor. But he's thought of fondly.
And honestly, I feel like the the congratulations are still coming in, as we're still getting the messages and of support and love, and I think what I'm appreciating most out of this is similar to when Dad passed. We continue to hear stories of him, and stories of moments that people had with Dad that they shared with him that they're now sharing with us. And so it's definitely again bittersweet, but it's a comfort to hear how Dad impacted the, individuals, and from friends of the family to have heard from our former governors, a few members of Congress, and other community leaders. It means a lot that Dad still has that type of impact, and he has a very supportive group of friends and individuals who still love him.
I know it's probably way too soon to think about the induction ceremony next year, but is there things that you guys have thought about that you would want to say, or that he would have wanted to say in that moment?
Thank you, my friend.
That was Minnie's catch-all phrase. But no, we haven't got that far yet in thinking about what we would say.
Lamont?
Once again, congrats to you both.
Hey.
Charlie, your mother shared at the onset just what was her reaction when she received that call. Just what was your reaction when you initially first heard the news that he was in?
Well, we were together. It was just my mom, myself, and my boyfriend, and we were just when the call came through, I was in tears before the sentence was really uttered. Just sort of recognizing what that call meant. But I just felt very proud of what he had done. I felt proud of my father, and also I felt as though I felt proud of his contributions, and I felt proud of the sacrifices our family made. Right immediately after we received the call, I was able to speak to my brother and my sisters, and told them what this meant, and in a way this is an honor of the sacrifices that they made as well, in terms of needing to share our father with the world, whether he was playing in Cuba and Mexico and here in the US. There were times where they were far away from him in a foreign country, and I felt like it was an honoring of our family in that way, but then also too the way that what it means for a pioneer who represents the Black community, the Afro-Latino community, the Latin community in the way that he did. At the end of the day, still, he was just Dad, but it was extremely overwhelming, and I'm just so immensely grateful, and I know our entire family feels the same way.
And our final question will come from Scott Merkin.
Morning, congratulations to you both. You know, Tony Oliva, after he was elected last night, both to on TV and in his Zoom session said about how, you know, had great things to say about Minnie. Would he have been proud to go in with this class, you know, the other people that are going in with him into the Hall of Fame from this committee?
Oh, absolutely, he would have been. He admired Tony, and they had a great friendship also with in my individual knowing Dick Allen also. We've done other events with both of them. I know he would have been happy for the others also.
And I think building on what Mom said, I think Dad's always been supportive of, you know, every candidate who has been inducted. He's, you know, their contributions were warranted them to be on the ballot for a reason, and he was always happy for everyone that was inducted before him. But also too, I think this class is, I think, a bit more special, especially given the amount of representation from Cuba too. And I think that means a lot. And I think it would mean a lot to Dad to be inducted into Cooperstown alongside this.
Charlie, if you ever want to see how your father played, watch Luis Robert. That was Minnie Minoso.
I appreciate the tip. I have some YouTubing to do then.
Well, thank you, Charlie and Sharon, for making time this morning. I know that the celebration, it continued last night, will continue today, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. It's been a real honor for me to be part of this campaign, and so happy to see Minnie, a true trailblazer for anybody that doesn't fit into a specific box, to have played the game and make it so fun to watch. So congratulations to both of you, and thanks for everybody for participating today.
And thank you, Sheena, for all your support and your help. You've done a fabulous job.
It's my honor, Sharon.
You're the best. Thank you, Sheena. Thank you, team.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Atención fanáticos del Perlantillada, llegando ya la carrera estelar entre los programas deportivos. En la casilla número 1, Héctor Gómez. Le sigue en la casilla número 2, Tenchi Rodríguez. En la casilla número 3, Franklin Mirabal. Y en la casilla número 4, la máquina deportiva de Odiel Batista. Todo listo, fanático, a correr, fanático, sale la delantera, Héctor Gómez, seguido por Franklin Mirabal, Franklin Mirabal, llegando casi al segundo lugar, la máquina deportiva de Odiel Batista. Cuidado que Tenchi Rodríguez está en segundo lugar, apretando, se adueña del tercer lugar, Franklin Mirabal, seguido por Héctor Gómez, que está puntica, caco con Franklin Mirabal. Tenchi Rodríguez está perdiendo velocidad, la máquina deportiva ya está en segundo lugar, ampliando, ya llegando a la curva de la Paraguay, la máquina deportiva, Franklin Mirabal. La máquina deportiva, Franklin Mirabal está caco a caco llegando a la recta final. Franklin Mirabal está por sacar la delantera, pero Odiel Batista no se lo permite. La máquina deportiva, Odiel Batista, Franklin Mirabal, Odiel Batista, Franklin Mirabal, Odiel Batista, Franklin Mirabal, Odiel Batista. Y es la máquina deportiva, amigos fanáticos, que se lleva la victoria en esta carrera por los programas deportivos. Felicidades para el ejemplar Odiel Batista montando la yegua a la máquina deportiva. Buenas tardes desde la Perlantillada.